this is the third attempt at doing this, so I'm hoping and praying that this now works, because my tablet does not like recording for a long time. Anyway, here we go. This is the die from Eileen Hall Passport Journal. I've had it for a long time, and I decided that I was going to use it. This is made out of mount board. It's nice and thick and strong. This was a gift I gave my mum for her Christmas. I'm hoping you can see this okay because the light is beginning to go. I've just used scraps of paper that I had, little printed bits of paper. You'll see these stamps through the journal. These are by Lavinia. And got some tea dye paper, bits of lace, stamped music paper, and Hessian burlap. Butterfly image. I love this. This was actually originally a book that I got from The Works, which is in the UK. Brilliant bargains that you get usually from The Works. It was a colouring book, and in this colouring book you had what the images could look like, and obviously the bit that you actually coloured in. So I used the bits that looked completed, or the finished bit. See, I'm stuttering now. And I've done this quite a bit, and there's another one as well. So the back book, 2 eyelets, using my crocodile and the We Are Memory Keepers eyelets. A bit of old lace that I had, and simple pocket on the inside with a nice image that I downloaded offline. Just a simple bit of card, stress around the edges, a bit of organza ribbon. The paper that I've actually used to cover the mount board is actually a paper pack that I actually picked up. I think was actually from The Works. It was a 12 by 12, and I think it was something silly like £3 or something. So that's what I mean, you get some good bargains. Another tag that you can take out, and a little bee charm. Simple. This is just ordinary printer paper that I've distressed around the edges. One thing I will remember for the next time, being a complete novice, this is my first journal. I will actually distress the pages before I attach them to the book, because it was a nightmare getting my distressing tool in. I have a round one like this, which I love, but I think it can be a little bit tricky. I might need to get the block ones that I've seen people using. Each page that doesn't have a tab or a pocket or anything like that will be stamped. These are just off bits of card that I had, and tea dye paper that I've actually stitched on and then attached to pages. Old book pages, and the little tag. As I said, the stamps by Lavinia. These cards and images I actually found on Pinterest. It is actually a copyright, but obviously I'm not actually selling the book, so it should be okay. But I love bees. I absolutely adore bees and nature itself. Birds, insects, spiders not quite so much. Can't get my head around spiders yet. I have had a phobia for many years, and it's not too bad. I just don't like them in the house. Another tab, a little tiny butterfly image. This, I do believe, this stamp here is actually from the Crafters Companion. I will have to remember to have a look at that. But they're so cute. You get the larger one and the smaller one in the set as well. Another tab. This is actually stuck down, but I made it into a pocket with a bit of the crocheted lace as well. And more. There's nothing exciting in this at all. But after being inspired by watching Tracy Fox, I she gave me the confidence actually to try a journal myself, and thank you so much for that. You have tough times and you need something to do, and this is what I've done. And my mum always appreciates, that could be kind of biased because she's my mum, but it's not that case, because she always tells me if the thing is worth what I put into it, and I love her for that because she gives me so much confidence, which I do lack. But when I get going and I start talking, I talk and I talk, so please do tell me to shut up every now and then. But I hope I'm sort of explaining okay with this. Each insert actually has a card. I think, I can't remember where I actually got that now. I think it was somebody, I honestly can't remember. I've had them for that many years. But I love the green gingham, because it sort of fits in with the nature theme, and it worked. The tabs, I've actually got a file tab die, and I've just cut the tab bit out and stuck it on the paper, and then just rounded the corners with a corner punch. I've got a pocket, printed tea stain paper, and a tag. I keep calling them tabs. The tags, not tabs, tags. I know what I mean, but you don't. I know you won't, because I rattle and I stumble about. So that's another one. If I get stuck, I just don't say anything, and that's not helpful when I'm going through a journal. So I'm sorry. I really am sorry. Another one, and a little key charm. I really hope this isn't recording this time. Let's see. Oh, I think it is. That's good. That's a bonus. I watched Tracy Fox making one of these a while ago, and it was the little paperclip tag, and I thought, oh, I will have a go at that, and I did. So that got put in the journal as well. And more pages. Now with this die, the pages actually get cut as well. The only downside of it is the thickness of the pages are actually used, because they are just ordinary printer paper. Some of them had actually split because it sort of scores it at the same time. So these ones obviously were the better ones of them. So a note to me, and obviously anybody that is just sort of starting out, if you're going to use a die, I'm probably doing something wrong, because this video by no means is, I can't see it being helpful to anybody, to be honest with you, because people are a lot more experienced than me and know not to do mistakes and the thickness of papers and stuff. So I'm sort of stumbling around at the minute, just trying to get my feet and find what works and what doesn't work. So this is my favourite tag. Yes, I got it right. I found an image online. It might be in the Graphics Fairy actually. That's a good website. I do like that website. And some crocheted lace and some just distress around the outside of it. Just ordinary paper as well going through. Bits of cotton fabric. I have a lot of this. I do a lot of sewing, so it's really handy to use some of the nice cotton fabric in this. Yeah, so that is about it. I've then just got my last tag, which has got some nice dragonflies on it, and the pocket at the back. One thing I have got to say is I don't use any special glue or anything like that. This has all been stuck with just ordinary PVA glue, the pockets, the bits on the tags, everything. I don't like using high smelling glues, because it actually is quite susceptible, well, I'm quite susceptible I should say, to having a bit of reaction to them. I usually end up with a sore throat that lasts for about a week, and I don't like sore throats. I don't do well. I'm very grumpy with that. So I just use basic glue. So that is my journal, and I'm sorry if I sort of went on a bit longer than you wanted, and I've rattled and I've not really sort of been mega clear with everything, but if there's anything that anybody sort of can ask, or you know, feedback is good or bad, is very appreciated. I'm sorry it really has got a bit dark now. We've not really got the nicest of days today, so I do apologise about that. So yeah, thank you for watching, and hopefully if I get more courage I shall be back with another little show and tell. So once again, thank you very much, and bye for now.